Good morning, colleagues, and welcome to what is now our third virtual teaching and learning conference for Kent Further Education Colleges. And this year is the third year that we've been doing this version virtually, as I've just said, but the first year that I'm delighted to welcome colleagues from our neighbouring colleges in Essex and also East Sussex. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to come along to what is now becoming a really important part of our annual calendar, as it provides us with the precious opportunity to be able to come together as colleges around similar and the same types of issues and challenges that we're all dealing with, that are fundamentally there to help us to just continuously improve, learn and develop. If only we could do it in person at such a scale, then I'm sure there'd be loads more opportunities to networking, but we have found, as a result of your feedback, that this virtual option still works really well. So hence why this, and also our in-person mini conferences that we hold throughout the year, is a really good balance. And thank you again for those of you who have been attending our mini conferences that we started last year, and we've already had one this year, and we've got more planned as well. So a great opportunity to focus in on very specific things. Today there is an awful lot in today's conference that I hope helps everybody, from governance to teaching practice, right the way throughout all of what we do. And isn't it an important year, but also a challenging year with so much going on? I've worked in further education for a number of years now, and I know that many of you have worked in further education far longer than I have, and some of you who are brand new into further education. But this really is a time where there is so much going on, isn't there? And our role, and the role that we play as colleges within our communities, has never been more important. But I feel like I've said that for the last 3 or 4 years, but actually really that it is important now, isn't it? As institutions that are not just here to provide qualifications, but institutions that provide those opportunities and life chances for our communities, for our students and their families, for the businesses that are all challenged in the same way that we are, and everybody else who is an important stakeholder of our communities. So it really is that important time. And the downside of that, I guess, to a certain extent, is that as educators, and particularly educators working across such a wide span of our communities, when our communities are struggling, we feel it, don't we? And alongside our own personal circumstances and how we deal with various different challenges, from COVID that started 2 years ago to the cost of living crisis that we're all now in the depth of, and how that makes both our students, our families and us feel, is an incredibly difficult time for all of us, isn't it? So the opportunity to connect with one another, to remember that we're all in this together, and we will all be able to work together to make sure that at some point we can look back and think, wow, we really did the best we could be. That's why days like this are so important. And on behalf of my fellow principals who I have the joy of and privilege of working with throughout the year, we know that, we appreciate that, and we would like to say thank you to all of you for the work that you do in making sure that the show goes on and we do that work that we so inherently enjoy doing, helping to change not only our students but our communities as a part of that. So look, that's it from me. I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much for coming along to our conference today. And I'll hand back over to Mark, who's going to take you through the practicalities and get the day off and started. Have a great one, and thank you very much.